Wait a minute, I got sand in one of my eyes.
So I'm going to read that very first line. That's it for today. We hope you enjoyed it.
Oh crap! I stuck my finger in my eye.
Oh no, it burns!
The Thai peppers.
Oh no! Oh sweetie.
Oh shit!
My God, that is not good.
I know.
Welcome to our Naked Minds. I'm Deidre.
And I'm Myra. We're giving you some lip about bisexuality, one show at a time.
Awesome. Last week we began answering the bisexuality survey. God, I'm tripping over my own gender identity, sexual identity.
You don't know which identity.
Oh, what the hell identity do I have?
Oh, that's kind of part of the thing today. How many identities?
Okay.
And recognizing those identities.
Anyway, last week we answered these two questions. One, did you realize or become aware of your bisexuality early in life or later? And also, was it difficult to accept your sexuality?
Having said that, go back and check out that video if you haven't seen it already, and see if you can answer some of those questions for yourselves. You can even send us some questions about that if you'd like. This week, wait a minute, let's back up a second. We told them that out of this survey, we're going to do at least a couple questions from it a week. Mm-hmm. So we are continuing on that path. Yep. So we're doing a couple more this week. Mm-hmm. And you want to tell them what questions we're answering this week?
Sure. Well, let's just go ahead and start with the first one. We'll get to the second one in a moment. But the first one is this, and I'm going to read it. Can you tell if someone else is also bisexual, or is it impossible to know? It's kind of an interesting question.
That is an interesting question, and I do not have an interesting answer.
Well, not everything that we're not going to always have interesting answers. But
this is one of those times.
It is an interesting question because I personally don't think you can. I mean, for example, with us being in our relationship, a lot of times we get labeled as being lesbians. Mm-hmm. But when I was married, obviously I was labeled as being straight.
Right.
And I don't know that anybody seriously questioned that. However, when I came out to people, there were a few people, few that weren't surprised when I said that I was a bisexual. They weren't surprised by it. But I don't know that anybody came out and thought in their mind, wow, you know what, I wonder if Deidre's bisexual. You think they did?
I think they probably did. And look, scoot over a second. Okay, I know we showed this to you already, but look, when she brought this chair to the house, when we first began seeing each other, I just looked at her and went, it's a rainbow chair. Seriously, you didn't know you were buying? She did know. She couldn't accept it. But
I wasn't
then she brought down her bicycle. It's purple. It's the color of bisexuality. And what else? Everything else. And you know, so like once a week I'm looking at her and going, you didn't know? You didn't have a clue?
But do
Come
you
on.
think...
She did have a clue. But
So let me ask you that question. So let's call it Bi-dar. Do you think that you have Bi-dar, that you can go out and see somebody and go, oh yeah, that person is bisexual?
Okay, I do. This may not be an interesting answer, like I said a little while ago, but I do have an answer. It's very difficult, I think. That is my answer, because I'll tell you why. So there have been at least two people within the past handful of years whom I met, in one female and one male. My gaydar or Bi-dar, it did go off a little. And it turned out to be right. But there have also been times, there was one specific time, it did not go off in the least. And that particular female later approached me. So, so she's bi, and I had not a clue.
But let's just, for just a second, I think it's more likely that somebody says, oh, I think she's lesbian. I don't think that necessarily people look around and say, I think that person's a bisexual. Now, that's just my opinion, and maybe it's an opinion thing. What is your opinion?
Well, it is. I do think. I'm sorry that there are stereotypes, but and there is that gaydar thing. We wouldn't have gaydar, anything called gaydar, if it didn't exist and weren't already in use by pretty much every LGBT person in the world already. But it is easier when you see gays, when somebody gay versus somebody straight. However, bisexuality, that's our target here. I have known only a couple times I was right, but it's much harder. And like I said, the one who approached me had no idea if I was or not, but she had a feeling that I was bi, not gay, but bi. She was right. Hers was, she's married with 2 little kids, but she had a feeling that I was bi, not gay. I had no clue about her, none, until she approached me. So that one was a tough one. That one was a real tough one. So this is hard.
So it's not necessarily impossible to tell. But it's not necessarily something where you can go down the street and go, oh yeah, bisexual, oh yeah, straight, oh no, that person's gay. Because we don't carry labels on our foreheads or on our clothes or.
Well, much as I hate labels, you can't help it. But when you do walk down the street, you can. I mean, I feel like I've always had gaydar, and I can walk down the street and go, he's family, she's family, those two are probably together, all that kind of thing. You do. But with bisexuals, no, it's so difficult, and it's the only reason I brought up the two I recognized and thought maybe, and then ended up being right, is because that is really rare for me, who can spot a part of the LGBT community from a mile away. Not with the B's, the LGTs, not with the B's. I can't. It's really difficult, I think.
And why do you think that is? I mean, do you think it's because there's that element of them where some people would perceive them as straight?
The only thing that I know for me makes me feel fairly certain to look at someone and go, I think that person is, or there's a great likelihood that that person is bi, is there is a sense of extreme independence about that person, about their persona, their aura. Well, I didn't mean to sound all hippie-ish about their aura, but
why not? You are a hippie.
I'm a bohemian, honey.
You're a bohemian and a hippie.
Well, a little of both. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I see.
One of the things that I dig about you. Yeah.
You're so cute. Anyway, that's when I see that it's a particular sense of independence that there's a huge amount of it exuding from the person, and that's the one common denominator that I have found.
Do you think that a bisexual person exudes more confidence and independence than someone who is gay or a lesbian?
Personal experience says yes. However, research says no. Research tells me that bisexual folks are more likely to have a lower self-esteem
I've read that quite a bit myself.
Yeah, than gay or transgender.
But you've personally not found that to be the case.
I have not. That's personal.
But
But
I
research.
certainly don't think you lack any self-esteem at all. Just saying.
Not you either.
What? That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you, in your business, you knew what you wanted, you worked your ass off and went out and got it. You're very driven. You're very driven, and you do not lack in self-esteem. You can go into any crowd. I've taken you to all of my best friends. I've taken you to my family. You just fit in well. You can talk to anyone You fit in anywhere. You're there. You walk in with a total air of confidence about you. So no, you do not lack in that. Again, though, with all the research both of us have done,
yeah,
that's what research is telling us
all the time, that bisexuals are insecure or doubtful. And to be fair, I went through a doubtful time myself, but once I made the decision, well, yeah, I am a bisexual, then that doubt, that struggle all went away.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if that's part of what people are finding in that research. I'm not sure.
And a couple years ago, I do think you went through kind of a last hurrah phase. Like you tried to stay in your marriage. You tried to, you weren't still quite ready to accept.
No, I wasn't.
What had been going on within you all of your life.
Yeah.
You just weren't quite ready to accept it. And you went through that last hurrah. I'm going to be as straight as I can possibly be. And it was real straight, too.
I did. All right, we're not going to talk about that right now. I don't know what the hell she just mouthed. That's not happening. Whatever she just did.
That last hurrah, I think a lot of people have to do that. I think you personally had to go through that.
Yeah.
I've teased you about that period, but I no longer tease you because, in all truthfulness, I do think you needed to go through that. And that's what kind of pushed you into.
It solidified what I had been fighting against and struggling against. I mean, it really solidified for me that, wow, this is definitely the case. I am definitely bisexual. That whole push to be as straight as possible. I woke up one day and went, oh God, I'm not. I am queer. Holy cow, I am a bisexual, damn it.
Now I'm looking around at all the things I own, and they're all so LGBT oriented. Wow.
That's right.
You guys would not believe everything.
And I went to you and I'm like, oh my gosh, have you heard of Heart? And you're like, Heart? I'm like, oh, you don't know who Heart is?
Yeah, I did not know who Heart is.
Shout out to Heart. Anyway.
Yeah, Heart. Check out our videos. We check yours out. Do us a favor.
Come check us out.
Yeah, come check us out.
All right, well, let's go on to the next question.
Okay. Are you a feminine or masculine individual? For example, if you're a bisexual woman, do you dress according to gender standards, or do you go more butch or androgynous?
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm going to start the answer on this because mine's really simple, and let you collect your thoughts about yours. Mine's extremely simple. I have always been told I am androgynous as hell. And people have, all of my life, ever since I was in high school, said to me, thought maybe, but, just didn't know. Can't tell with you. Everybody has told me that. Everybody has always said, with the exception of these things, but with that exception, they felt I was very androgynous. The way I dressed and even the way I acted. Again, I'm one of those independent people I think I was referring to a little while ago. Butch, no, I do not have, I would never, even in my 20s and 30s, have worn a snapback and dressed in flannel. I just wouldn't have, I'm not that. It's more like, I've always been just a hippie. I'm a hippie jeans and t-shirt kind of person and always have been.
Yeah.
So, anyway, your turn. Are you...
Okay, so during my very straight phase, I definitely dressed more feminine, but I never girly. I have never been girly my whole life. I remember when I was a little kid and my mom put a skirt on me and I cried. I cried. I must have been in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and I was so upset because she wanted me to wear this skirt, and I hate dresses. I don't own any dresses.
I know.
I do have.
All your clothes are in my closet.
I do. They are. I do have a couple of skirts. I don't have a problem with long skirts, but still, my regular wear is cowboy boots and jeans and a t-shirt. That is my favorite favorite things to wear. And it's interesting, when I first started wearing cowboy boots, and this is before I finally embraced my bisexuality, but I started kind of moving away from the whole straight thing and really exploring what I wanted to do. And when I started wearing the cowboy boots, oh my God, I was so happy. And it showed when I went to networking events. People would say, oh my gosh, you look so confident and happy. And I'm like, I got cowboy boots.
You do. You still do that. Confidence does pretty much exude from you when you're wearing those.
Love it.
Just your gait, everything about
you. There's something about it. So I don't know. I don't think that I'm butch.
Oh God, no.
But I don't
She's
dress incredibly feminine either.
She's not that either.
I guess I'd be kind of androgynous. I've really never thought about it.
Yeah.
Really haven't. I mean, but cowboy boots and jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily very feminine, but it's not necessarily butch either. Although I don't wear mascara. I have earrings.
But you used to look your videos. I used to wear
lipstick.
Yeah. Well,
lipstick
and other. I thought it was some other stuff too.
Nope.
But lipstick is not a good look on her.
Yeah.
Seriously, she
that was my
looks
attempt.
10 years younger.
Aww.
Just by not wearing
you're so
lipstick.
Sweet.
You have such a fresh looking face.
Aww.
You do.
Mwah. Wow. So that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed today's question and answer.
And look, if you have any kind of questions, or you have some experience, or you have some bits of knowledge, I mean, in your experience, is your gaydar or your Bi-dar always out? Can you recognize the difference? Can you tell when people are bi? Do you have some wonderful pieces of knowledge, maybe from a past gender studies class or women's studies class or anything like that you'd like to share with us? We would love to hear your opinions, insights, knowledge, anything. Just let us know.
If you're on YouTube, click like. If you're on the website, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about today, or again, to answer the questions that you just asked.
Mm-hmm.
And share with your friends. Please let your friends know, especially if you enjoyed it. Or if you have a friend that's bisexual that you think may benefit from this, we'd really love for you to share with them.
Or if you know someone who's struggling, and they may live in a small town for all we know, and having a real difficult time of coming out, or even just trying to stay really low key. Please let them know about us and
send them to our website, ournakedminds.com.
Yeah. For now, goodbye from the beach, and don't forget to visit our Naked Minds next week. Bye.
Bye. I love you so much.
To you too. I do not have a red light.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah? How do you see that red light? How's my hair look today?
It looks fantastic.
I don't believe you anymore.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
Because you tell me that every time, and then I go, damn, my hair looked like shit.
So just...
And I'm whining about it right now.
You are. Look. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
You got it? Latch onto it?
It has, what's...
Bisexual Mental Health Services.
Bisexual Mental Health Services. There you go, folks. Bisexual Mental Health Services.
Last week.
No, we got to do the tagline.
Oh yeah, we got to do the tagline. I'm sorry. I went right on down.
Let's start again so I don't have to do more editing. Okay. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Right.
They just felt I was...
Your breasts.
These huge things.
Love them. Love them.
Edit that.
No, that's staying. I feel gooey inside now.
And today it's especially, I mean, it's all red, not pink like blood pressure-y pink.
It's because I'm horny. Yeah, that will be edited out.
Share that with
us. Or even personal experience.
Well, yeah, that's what I started saying at the beginning.
I obviously wasn't listening very well.